representatives for the evening are from the House, the 100th District, Deborah Kleckowski and Representative Matlow.
Hi, everybody. Thank you very much. It is a pleasure to be here, and thank you very much for inviting us. And I'd like to apologize for my kids. As you can see, I have a mother of twin boys who are sick. They were a little bit rambunctious and a little bit overtired, but we had a schedule conflict. I am running for the House of Representatives because I believe, as many people before me have spoken, that we need a change. Most specifically, taxes. We cannot afford any taxes. My husband's a small business owner, which is why he was out at a presentation and had to come get the kids after his presentation. It is very hard for small businesses to run. Our taxes are very high. They go up constantly. Gas is on the road. Our gas expense has tripled, particularly in the past year and a half or so. And also health insurance. Many of you work for municipalities or the state, and you have really extraordinary health care. Well, for us, we have to pay out of pocket or have a high deductible HSA, and it's very difficult for small businesses to earn a livable wage and make a profit with all these taxes. I'm a native of Middletown. I love Middletown. I came back here because my husband had a home here when we decided to marry. Who knew that I'd be back in Middletown? This is my second term as a member of the Common Council. My first term was quite the term. I was elected in November, and then we had the unforeseen tragedy of clean energy in February. So I was kind of thrust into a lot of things my first term. And then we had the situation that Mayor Drew, of which he spoke, with the Board of Education. And people came to me in a local union, 466, saying that there was a lot of problems. There's some people here who were involved in that initial meeting, and how do we bring it forward? So I really was thrust into things and learning how government works, and it has been an honor to bring that now to fruition. We'll have to see how the vote goes tomorrow night, but people have been heard, and it's really important for people to have a voice. So often people are afraid to speak up, and I'm very honored that people felt like they could come to me to have their voices heard. The other thing is we really need to have more people in the House of Representatives, in government in general, so it's not constantly a one-party rule. We need to, thank you. Okay, we need to be able to be cooperative and to share our philosophies, but we also need to have many different philosophies there. So I ask you for your support. I look forward to answering your questions, and again, thank you very much for having me this evening. Good?
Well, it's been a pleasure to represent Westfield for the last 4 years. A couple of earlier speakers talked about the redistricting process, which means that those folks in Westfield who I have been representing, I won't be representing anymore. But the good news is, in its wisdom, the redistricting committee gave me some folks around Tuttle Road, East Lake area, who are now in the district. So it's been a bit of a swap, and it's been a great experience to get to meet a lot of new people. First, I want to just mention a good friend of mine, and one of the most dynamic people I've ever met, which was Arlene Rich, who did just such a fantastic job of organizing this community in raising issues that just weren't getting the attention they deserved from the rest of the city. And it was my good fortune to work with her and to work with so many of the folks in the Westfield Residents Association on some really important issues. I want to talk about a few things that I've been working on the last couple of years. One is education. I was just actually, apologize for being late, I was just at a meeting with Pat Charles, the new superintendent, talking about some of the education reforms that we did this year. We brought back $800,000 to help close the achievement gap in Middletown schools. We brought back more funding for the VOAG program at Middletown High, for programs in McDonough, for programs all over the city of Middletown. And what that is funding that you've already been paying in taxes to the state, but that's finally coming back to Middletown. That helps keep property taxes down, and it helps reflect the fact that education is really a top priority of ours as we try to grow the economy. I'm proud to say that I've been endorsed by the Middletown Teachers as well. Talking about small businesses, we passed a bipartisan jobs bill this year that is doing a few things, and it's good to hear about Councilwoman Kleckowski's husband's small business, because some of the things that we're doing, one is giving a tax credit to small businesses to hire new workers, to hire the unemployed, to hire veterans, and to hire people with disabilities. That's important for small businesses. Two, we cut the business entity tax. It's a tax that all small businesses pay in half. Three, we created what's called the Small Business Express program. We're actually partnering in Middletown with the Chamber of Commerce. And the Small Business Express program is $150 million that's set aside for low-interest loans to small businesses looking to expand. There are already businesses that are taking advantage of it in Middletown. It's been a phenomenal success, and we need to expand that. Oh, I gotta hurry up. Well, one last thing that I want to say that I worked on this year, the last couple of years, was the clean energy disaster, which Councilwoman Kleckowski talked about. Was a real real important moment. And I was able to pass, working with Senator Doyle, with Representative Sarah, pass the toughest safety standards in the country to make sure that that never happens again. I'm proud to say that legislation is now being copied by other states around the country and is being adopted in national standards. Hopefully in questions we'll be able to talk about energy prices, particularly for seniors. Thanks.